Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's your smooth voice of the morning, Fusconed. What's going on, everybody? Good morning, good morning. Hello, welcome in. Cheech redeeming today's first W. Good morning, Cheech. Hello, how's it going? Alrighty. Chat, should we still rock the customizable Mandalorian warrior skin, or should we revert back to something else? What to do? We've already unlocked everything in the battle pass. I don't feel like I've seen a lot of Emperor Palpatines. Where'd he go? But I'm sure a lot of people have unlocked this. I just don't remember. I haven't been paying attention if they're actually wearing it or not. And let's see. We still have, what, 2 weeks of the season left. Oh. It's at least a little bit more interesting now that we have the Mando Sniper, although it's very frustrating to use. We have the jetpack. And I've seen people have been doing some cool things with like jetpacking and force pulling people and then trying to one-shot them, which, you know, I also see that people are becoming wise to that. Darth Jar Jar, true. Actually, I did work hard to unlock that so I could buy it. Maybe I should rock that, Cheech. Extinct, what's up? Hello, good morning. How are you? Chat, I decided to start later today because, man, people are always asleep. So I was like, well, you know what? I'll occupy myself. I still got up at my normal time, 4:30 this morning, but I was like, you know what? I'll occupy myself for a while, figure out some things to do, and then I will go live, and we'll see how that works for people not being asleep. We already got our first follow of the TikTok W team. Wait a second. I can read your name better if I pull up this screen over here. Team Regiosos. Thank you for following. Welcome in, W. Chiefs also. Thank you for saying hi. Hello there. Hello there. I feel like there's a different way to say that. Iceman, what's up? Good morning. Hello, welcome in. All right, what are we doing here? We could do some talking about Darth Vader. We could go to Flooded Frogs. I feel like I still want to try and do some more of the jetpacking and force pulling people, because it never really worked out for me when I tried. Was that yesterday or day before? Crap, I can't remember. No, man. I think it was yesterday. Was it yesterday? I don't even know. It's wild out here. What's up, Rockstar? Thank you for the subscription, W. Appreciate you letting me know. If you have your subscriptions on private, it doesn't alert me. And so you telling me, I will believe you and shout you out. I appreciate that, my guy. W. Thank you, Rockstar. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Aiden, thank you for the likes. Let's go, baby. Alrighty. Yeah, I'm kind of already getting tired of the customizable Mandalorian skin. So I think Mandalorian Warrior, technically, I guess is his name. So maybe we will switch it over to back to Darth Jar Jar. I had to get 1.28 million XP after it was, you know, available. It didn't count your XP before that. And I got it, so I should... And then I bought it. And it was like $35 to get everything. I'm so sorry, S-Man. I'm not adding people. I'm just a solo grind out here, man. Solo having a good time. Waiting for pizza. Oh, dang. Yo, Chief, don't make me hungry, man. That sounds so tasty. I'm trying to do a better job of eating healthy. Matsky, thank you for the 1X heartbeat. Good morning, my guy. Hello. Whoop, whoop, whoop. We do have a gun. I'd like to hold this shield out if I could, but I don't know if that's a good idea. It could be if I ever pick it up. Yo, Jacob Bully Zero, thank you for the follow, W. Thank you, Jacob. Appreciate that, legend. Well, we could use the bomb. Oh, we have a bomb, so I guess we should pick up the better bomb, huh? If you don't have a bomb and you know what, clap your hands. Wait a minute. There's a guy outside. He might be AI. But, you know, we'll try not to take too many chances. First game on, man. We got to warm up anyway. It's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so. What's up, Rick? Serious? Good morning. I even knew that was the right alert for you, but my mind said the wrong name. What the heck? Okay, I heard footsteps, but I don't know where that guy was walking at. So we'll just take a second and we'll get some more shield first. Can't miss. I like how you have to try to shoot it 3 more times before you can find out whether it's actually going to shoot. That was nice. But it did shoot, and it did hit for hard. 175. It's hard not to want to use the shotgun. This guy just went around. Unless you shoot from distance and it only hits from 24, then it's a little less exciting. Little bit less. It's just so slow to reload. It is really slow to reload. Yeah, so you're dicey if you miss shots like I do. But you know what? It's so hard hitting that it's so hard not to want to use. Whether it turns out to be the best idea or not is a different question. What was that noise? We heard some noise. Was that one of those imploder things? I wasn't really... I was too busy yapping. That's the loot I already ran through. Ooh, rare chest. Somewhere. It's gotta be below. Yo, Winter Snake 15, thank you for the follow. Come in, W! You legend. Thank you. How do you get in this building? What the... Bruh. I was hoping for shockwaves. Oh, I know I saw something purple somewhere nearby. Do still need more materials. Let's go, baby. Alright, I think it's time to go fight more people. Wait, there's a chest. I got distracted. Say 101, what's up? Welcome in. Hello, good morning. Sorry, serious. I didn't mean to call you Ring T. It was just you both have that same person referenced by your blurb, and my mind gets easily confused. Oh, jeez. Well, we got to take this if we're trying to do the strat. Which does mean we have to find a Mace Windu somewhere. We'll do our best. Can you play? You can play, Nivea. The servers are online right now. Just load into your lobby, press play already up, it'll take you right into a match. That's what it did for me, so I know they're working. Unlike Twitter. Twitter is hot. Busted. Yo, hey, could you chill? Why you gotta shoot at it, brother? And where'd you shoot from? I don't have shockwaves, which makes this a little dicey. I don't see the glint. Oh, we're going to our car because we got to find Mace Windu. Wait, there's no car. I was debated. That could be a mistake. Could be bad. It's going to one-shot me. Must find a car. What's the strat? If you take the jetpack and you get Mace Windu, you actually go and like see Mace Windu and get the ability to force pull people. You hover above them and you can pull them right through their builds into the air, and if you strategize it well, oh, maybe this is the guy that shot at me. Then they won't realize where you're at, and you can shoot them. Yes, sir. Just be careful if your gun doesn't shoot hard. Could be dangerous territory. He also has a jetpack. How? How are you still alive? Oh, God. It's clearly we got to warm up the aim just a little bit, chat. Just a little bit. I literally thought I was aiming at his head and it did only 50 damage. Why you treat me like this game? Doo-doo-doo. But we did win, so that's nice. Now we just got to find heals. And I need one of these cars. Okay, there could be heals right here. No, stop. I was not trying to slide. Stop sliding. Copied your drop spot. I've been landing there forever. What do you mean? How can I copy your drop spot, my guy? Oh, there's another guy. But there's a med kit. Sometimes you gotta take chances, chat. You gotta take little chances. What are the wheels he has on this car, bro? Did somebody not teach him how to decorate? I'm so confused. And what is this? How is he trying to make sure the whole lobby knows where he is? Hello? Did this car decide it doesn't work anymore? What the? Yeah, I don't like that shotgun. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. It's dicey. Okay, good. Somebody did get the medallion. I hate seeing the medallion go to waste. Somebody also got the storm tower. But we're gonna go over here. Get ourselves a little bit of big pot, baby. And we still gotta find Mace Windu. I don't see him marked on the map. That makes me very sad. We're gonna take this. No, lies. Alright, we're all healed up, baby. Let's go. Our car's not, but we are. That's gotta start somewhere. Mar, think of the follow. Storm, think of the follow. Bax, think of the follow. Say, 101, think of the follow. Winter Streak, think of the follow. Or is it Winter Snake? Winter Snake. Winter Snake. It's very cool to get the lightsaber. That's the plan. The hope, dream, the vision. They're just not always... These are the wrong ones. And not all of them are always marked on the map. So we kind of have to look around and just see if we get lucky. Until we see one marked on the map. Or we get very unlucky and never find one. And then all of our effort was for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Storm, think of the follow. Can you please add? I'm so sorry, Fate. I'm not adding people. I'm just out here solo grinding, my guy. Hello, Allison. Good morning. Giga Chad, welcome back. What it do? How we doing? Stinky Butts. What the heck is that name, my guy? Sometimes there's a little Star Wars person over here. Oh, dang it, it's red. No, man, I need purple. I need purple. Do you not know the colors that I need? Mace Windu, I don't need, or Darth Sidious, I don't need to be out here electrifying people. I need to be out here filling up my gas. I need to be out here what's the other word, chat? Force pulling them. Holy garbage. Morning, Fusey Woozy. What's up, Space Force? Big Nate, DW. Welcome in. Hello. How's Saturday, my guy? Skirt, skirt. Oh, look, barrels. Yay, heals. Okay. Any purple, any purple, any purple Mace Windu on the map. Any place possible, please. For the love of all that's holy. Aiden Morris, thank you for the follow, W. Appreciate that, Aiden. It's his birthday. Come on. Oh, dang it. It's so crazy how people can just not lie about their birthday. I'm so sorry, Giga Chad, but it ain't happening, brother. You can add him, though. And then that will satisfy his real or not real birthday wishes. Hopefully. Just looking. Hoping to find Miss Windu just chilling out here anywhere. Hello? What's that purple thing up there? Has that always been there? I don't feel like I've ever noticed this. Oh, there's a guy hiding by it, though. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Settle down, sir. It's more important that I... Oh, Mace Windu. Oh, shoot. This thing is going to try and explode me. Maybe not. Maybe I can distract it. Oh, the medallion guy died, or he dropped the medallion, one of the two. Hee hee. It's the Rift Gate coming back? Oh, I did not even notice that. King Von, what's up? Thank you for the follow, W. All right, we're going for the lightsaber, chat. This is what matters. Who needs a snipe butter? We'll try to go down here and heal right quick. Ooh. Why is this guy coming out of storm right now? Nope, I need that one actually. I don't have my jetpack. Oh, and that's why we like that shotgun. Oh, dear Neptune. Thank you, sir. Thank you for all of the loot in all of the world. This is the one I need. But I wanted to heal first. Gonna play some myself, W, my guy. Here we go again. Chat, if you haven't hit that follow button, if you hit that subscribe button, if you haven't spammed them likes, I would appreciate it. This guy is probably not too happy about his choices. Alright. Other than the fact our jetpack is only half alive, we're in good shape. At least we have the loot. Now we just need to find the people to fight about it. What sucks is how long it takes to find loot, because now there's only 13 people left. Wonder if this has more juice. It does. And the medallion guy's over here somewhere. There's a guy. What the? Oh, that's the bot. I may need his loot. I just don't want to get shot by the medallion guy from up on top, outside of my car. Carrying the Wookiee bastard is wild. Oh, that guy's using force throw. Hello? Can I not ascend any higher than that? What the? That was kind of pointless. Oh, well, the plane won. The plane always wins, chat. Be careful. Wait, did the medallion fall down? What the? Hello? Why did this guy die so far down here? It don't make no sense. Why did he get out? That was kind of silly. I want to see if I can drive and hit this guy and knock him off. Wait, is this guy trying to shockwave up? Oh, this guy just died. Why are you trying to electrify my car, man? Wait, is that like an EMP? Is my car busted? No, we're fine. Oh, this guy's trying to chase me with his shockwaves. Hey, brother, you're gonna have to try harder than that. Although I am running out of juice. And I got another guy shooting at me. Holy crap, that guy hits hard, man. I don't know where my squishy went. Oh crap. He's throwing rocks and crap at me. And I don't see where he went. Oh, fish. Wish I would have seen that a minute ago. Now we need a jetpack and we can't even do the strat. I think this guy probably has the sniper. Which could be bad for me. But never back down, never what? Never give in. Oh yeah, he's up on top of the mountain up there. He's the sniper for me, chat. Maybe we could try to battle it out and I can win the sniper battle. Oh, is he in zone? Bro, this could be bad for me. Nope. Like I didn't stick the landing. So wait, was that this guy? Oh no, there's the last guy. Wait, this is a bot. Chad, I think he just gave us the win. What a silly boy. We didn't get any cool clips though, man. This is a little disappointing. You had to plat 2 yesterday and reload 0 build. W. That was my guy's plan to die in storm. There he is. Oh, brother. Oh, that's the kind of clip we want to get just on a real person. Let's go, chat. If you enjoyed that, make sure you hit that follow button. I would appreciate it. Andy Lane, good morning, hello, welcome in. Country boy, thank you for the follow. W. Appreciate that. Hey, you, thank you for the heart. Let's go. W. All right, we got to go check out this guy that fell to his death. What the heck? I thought he was going to try and snipe me. Trevor, thank you for the follow. Conrado, thank you for the follow. What the? Why did that disconnect? Come on now.
Andy Lane sent 10x GG.
Romeo, get your act together. Andy Lane, thank you for the 10x GGs. All right, let's take a look at our Mr. Died to fall damage. We found some sweaty kids there. Holy. Strategically, I don't want to ever delete anything, bro. You can't make me. Freddie Galvin, thank you for the follow. W. Thank you, Freddie. Appreciate that. My guy. Wiggle Woggle Building. What the heckies? Half of the pizza is gone. What kind of pizza did you get, by the way, Cheech? What topping and flavors and such? Let me live vicariously through you. Yo, Guardian Carib, my guy. Not that it's a month later, but I still gotta mail out your birthday present. All right, where did homie go? Is it this guy? Oh no, this is the guy. This is the guy that had all the advantage in the world, and then I was better. So he stole my squishy. What a jerk. But I promise it doesn't work out for him. He's trying to catch up. He's trying to find me. He's gonna shoot me out. Then he's not sure where I am. Then he can't hit a shot. And then he didn't know what to do. Oh, he didn't see me. We hit him really hard there. And then he's busy reloading. Let's go. That person probably hates that gun too. Okay, so Icy Burb. This is the guy. Oh, he was shooting the Wookiee Blaster? I wondered what that was. I thought it was a sniper. The Wookiee Blaster has terrible aim. Icy Burb. What is this skin you're wearing? Holy. Well, he did eliminate a bot, so that's good. Good on you. So he's running around. He doesn't know where I went. He's looking. He's trying desperately. This whole time I was worried he had a sniper and all he had was the silly Wookiee Blaster. That thing doesn't even do splash damage as I recall. Whoops, I went too far. Oh, did my game just crash? Bro. Oh, wait, there it goes. So my guy, jump. The heck he's... Alan, thank you for the follow. Let's go, W. Appreciate that. Thank you for the follow. W, I appreciate that. And then it was me and the bot left. But what the heck? Did that guy think the water was closer? You might want to check your distance before you just go jumping to your death. Liquid Death 69, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Good morning. Appreciate that. W. Yo, Tanya's Cole. Hello. Welcome back. It's been a long time. Been a long time. Been a lonely time. Never delete anything. Why? I'm not sure, but that's what we're doing. Or not doing, for that matter. Chat, by the way, did you know if you download Fortnite on your mobile telephone that you can get a free skin? Did you know that? That's available. That came out like 2 days ago, I think. All you gotta do is download it, open it up. Obviously, make sure you can log in and get to your lobby, and it will reward you with a free skin. Cheese just got it. Let's go, W. What's up, anime lover? Weesh. Sweesh. You didn't know that? Yes. Leap before you look. Parkour. Yeah, let me see if I can find the Twitter post. Hang on. I think I retweeted it. So it should be on my Twitter profile pretty simply. Oh, is Twitter broken still? Wait. Okay, wait. It's still working. Oh, maybe I didn't retweet it. What the heckies? I'm sure I can find it, though. All I gotta do is take my sweet time. That's Star Charger. Here it is. Here it is. Oh, wait. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Yep. It's called the Burn-Off skin. I don't know if you guys will be able to see this very well. But just log in on mobile. It looks like they would ride a motorcycle. Oh, shoot. I was supposed to jump at some point. Whoop. Hee hee. Jeremy said, thank you for the follow. Welcome in, W. You're a really cool guy. Thank you, Johnny's cool. I appreciate that. Let's go. Yeah, the reason they're doing that, chat, if you didn't know, Fortnite is now available from the Apple App Store in the United States. It hasn't been there since like 2020, coming up on 5 years or something like that. And because it's finally back, they're giving anyone, you don't even have to log in on mobile, on an iOS. You can even log in on Android. You can do it anywhere in the world. It doesn't have to be in the US. But you get a free skin just for logging in. So make sure, if you like free skins, everybody's always asking for a free skin. That's what you do. All the kids that come in here and say, I'm a default, can you give me a skin? I'm gonna tell them I will give them a skin if they log in on mobile, and they'll see it as soon as they log in. Hee hee. Who, the late lander? Wait, there's another guy on the roof. I gotta be careful. What the? Why is that guy just going back and forth? Bob's your Uncle 71. Have you thought about how to be programmed to play better, bot? Holy crap, holy. It's not bad, but compared to Modify a Mandalorian, well, true. I mean, do you look a free gift horse in the mouth? This is another bot. Don't hit me with that. Okay, good, thank you. I was a little scared because he had the shotgun of glory. The shotgun of insta-regret. You regret if you get shot by it and it hits hard, and you regret it if you don't, if you try to shoot it and then you miss, and then you're waiting for it to its cool down or reload or whatever. I should probably go get shield instead of shooting at bots, but here we are. My Elim. Wait, he Elim the other guy. Dang it. I only got one out of the two. You just download Fortnite? Let's go, Tidy School W! If you have the Epic app, they send it as a notification. Oh. I didn't realize Epic had an app. Oh, well, yeah, okay. That makes sense. None of the Epic's apps were allowed on this App Store. And I don't know if they had an Epic app way back in the day, but before it was first banned on iOS. Can I please have the Shield of Glory? I mean, I'll take that too. I guess we're taking the sniper for the moment. I do like the sniper. Oh wait, I did get some shield. What the? Am I real? Chat, when did I get that shield? I literally don't remember. So I'll take it. I mean, I'm not going to complain. R-Tempo L, thank you for the follow. Samad, thank you for the follow. Zayden, thank you for the follow. Scooper, thank you for the follow. Would you like fries with that? Thank you for the follow. Let's go. Chat, I don't think I've ever... Have I ever worked a job where I had to give fries? I don't think I did. I worked at Subway. I mean, so it's pretty close to the same exact thing, but they technically didn't have fries. Who's this guy? Oh, shotgun! Holy shotgun! I just know. How do you no scope somebody with a bayonet? I mean, technically you're not using a scope, but they don't generally say no scope. If you're injuring somebody with a... Oh crap. Do not attract the attention of the TIE fighter. We will not survive. It's not possible. You offered cookies, chips, or a Coke? True. Most of the time I spent freaking out that I forgot to put bread in the oven and had to and needed to stay super late so that they had bread the next day. Okay, we gotta stop dilly-dallying. We gotta go find Miss Windu. Try and get some of those clips on non-bots, you know? We do need some minis though. On their own website, but it's now back to app stores. Yeah, but you couldn't ever install an Epic app on iOS in the US. Holy, too many clarifications. Bentley, thank you for the follow. Firefox, thank you for the follow. Carson Willis, thank you for the follow. W. Dan, thank you for the subscription on the white tee. Appreciate that, W. Appreciate that, Dan. Thank you. Chad, if you haven't hit that follow button, you haven't hit that subscribe button, you haven't spam them likes, I would appreciate it greatly. Okay. As much as I love the shockwaves, we must have the jetpack. The jetpack is what leads us to glory. Woo! Okay, we're good here. We can use this to boost our stamina briefly. And we can run the correct direction. Wait, don't burn the jetpack. Don't burn the jetpack. We need the jetpack. And we need to go towards where a car spawns. So let's go this way. Trust me, I've got it all under control. Famous last words. Eminem fan page. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to W. Skirt. Which has nothing to do with Eminem as far as I know. Urbanator. Thank you for the follow. Let's go. Appreciate that. Legendary follows over on the TikTok. I appreciate you all. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Oh, Chad, you know what I didn't tell you about? So last week... Oh, God. You don't see me. You don't see me. Last Saturday night, my wife and I, last minute, decided... Oh, dear God. Decided to go see Joan Jett and Billy Idol. Yes, Billy Idol. I always get the two Billys confused for some reason. Billy Idol is the Billy we were going to go see. I need a car. I need a Mace Windu. And when we walked into the venue, we went by one of these, you know, there's these like salespeople there, and it was somebody who's like, oh, spin the wheel on the iPad and you could win something. And so I spun it, and it's like, oh my gosh, you won an 8-day, 7-night trip. All you got to do is come a $10 presentation. So this is like a timeshare kind of deal, right? And I've never had any experience with timeshare deals. I've never had one myself. I've never known somebody that had one that filled me in. I just known that like most people that get timeshares end up feeling like they didn't get the value they were claimed to get. But, you know, my wife was there too, and she was like, you know, let's just give it a try. What's the harm? And I was like, okay, well, we're gonna go find our seats. And you know, I didn't want my wife to miss more of the concert because it was more of a concert that she would enjoy than it was that I would go to, like out of my motivation. But we had a good time together. Anyhow, so we got our seats, and later I came back I gave them my info, and then they're like, oh, well, you know, you also need to give us a $60 deposit because that helps ensure that people actually come. But as long as you come, we'll refund your money. And I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. Well, so we did it yesterday. This guy's going for that supply drop. But I think he knows that I saw him. Or is this a bot that just happens to be running in this direction? I wish to shoot him with my sniper. I can't do this if he stays in the bush. Or if he didn't actually go where I thought he went. Maybe he went somewhere else. I don't know. But anyway, we gotta go find Mace Windu. So yesterday we go to this thing. Triple X, thanks for the follow, win. Who's the other Billy? You confused him? Billy Idol and Billy Joel. And Billy Joel just got diagnosed with some kind of brain situation, and so he canceled all of his. Oh, Darth Vader's up here. He canceled all of his. That is Rey, not Mace Windu. He canceled all of his tour dates, like through next year, as I understand it. But yeah, Billy Joel and Billy Idol, and I've seen them both in concert. We saw Billy Joel back in 2017 when we were in Portland. I don't want to fight these bots. I want to fight Mace Windu. Stay focused, to use. Oh, down there, Canyon Crossing. All right, we know where we're going now. Anyway, so we go to this presentation yesterday, and when we, you know, I have been through enough car purchases that I have like that feeling of, I hate sales presentations because of all the tactics that they use, all the strategies, all the stuff that just is, you know, part of their job, but also is a miserable experience for, you know, the people having to endure it. Where the heck are you, Mace? Oh, this thing doesn't boost anymore? What am I willing to drop? I'm willing to drop the sniper. So we get checked in, and the guy that comes over to talk to us, I'm like, oh, this guy looks like he would be a the worst sales guy, because they have that salesman. Oh god, I thought it wasn't gonna force jump, and I was like, oh god, am I gonna die to fall damage? So he looks salesy, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a miserable. It's only supposed to be 90 minutes, so I'm like, this is gonna be a miserable 90 minutes, but we can survive. We can tough it out. I mean, we at least got to get our $60 back. We got to get this certificate for a vacation, and then we got to see if this, whatever this timeshare thing is, if it's still the scam that, like, I sort of assume it to be. Now I can invite you. Hello. Oh, it didn't do enough. And it's a bot still. Dang it! Oh, the medallion person heard me. I know that you're coming this way, but I'm trying to tell my story. And I want to be in control of the fight. So anyway, the dude seems real salesy, and I'm just like prepping myself for like, oh god, this is going to be a miserable 90 minutes. So he takes us back, and then there's like a different dude that does the starter presentation or whatever, and that dude's not so bad. You know, he's just kind of giving us a bunch of details. We're asking a bunch of questions, you know, blah 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 blah. And then the first, you know, so that lasts 20 minutes or something, and it doesn't sound so bad so far. But I mean, obviously that's the salesperson's job, is to make sure that it sounds appealing and doesn't sound like a scam and sounds like the greatest value that you could ever choose to get in your life. And then he turns us back over to the guy we met that I feel like looks completely salesman-y. And, you know, the first bit of it, this dude's got the medallion and Darth Vader? Oh, I don't have my sniper anymore. Wait, I don't want Darth Vader to push me. Vader, I'm not trying to fight you. I'm trying to fight the dude that has the medallion. And so, you know, we're kind of going through this thing, blah, blah, blah. Is he behind the rock, or did he go up the mountain? I didn't see. He's got to be behind that mountain, no, that rock. Oh, yeah, he is. I haven't seen anybody fight Vader with this strat. I definitely don't want to fight both of them. Yeah, so he's gonna try and force me all around. Vader, you're a silly guy. So first we're talking to the guy, and it doesn't seem so bad, but you know, after about 10 minutes, a totally different. Hey, sweetheart. Chad, if you don't know, that's my wife in chat. A totally different salesy guy comes out, and like we're in the middle of just the first few questions for the first salesy guy, and suddenly we've got a second salesy guy trying to get active. Bro, why are there so many bots? I want to fight. I want to use this chat on real people. Oops, I gotta switch slots. So a second salesy guy comes out, and I'm a little bit annoyed by the fact, because like he's asking us questions we just answered for the first guy. Oh, I need some shield. And Mr. Darth Vader carrier is here. We just answered a couple of these questions. They're just intro questions to, you know, feel camaraderie and buddy and blah blah blah. And is that a big fault somewhere? I'm in my mind, I'm thinking like, what's the relationship between these guys? And I'm like, it's got to be his boss, or it's got to be the closer or whatever, but we just got started, so what the heck is this guy doing over here right now? And you know, we chat for a little while, and then he says he's going to go check something, and you know, sort of implies that he's going to go check and he'll be right back. Well, then he's just gone, you know, and we're talking to the first guy again, and you know, he's trying to ask us kind of like, what do you do for vacations, and like, you know, how much do you travel every year, and how many hotel nights, and how much in airfare, and all, and you know, questions like these. I should pause and heal before I have to fight somebody else. And we can't really give him exact answers, because the way my wife and I travel, it's not sort of the typical, oh, you know, we're a family and we take 2 7-day trips every year. Instead, you know, we have different reasons we travel for, and it's not always together, and it's not always for a week. It's sometimes just for a couple of days, and it's hard to give answers to this thing. And, you know, this conversation is going on for a while. It's still not feeling like a miserable experience to me. Just for that brief period where that second guy kind of randomly showed up, but didn't really have a purpose. And then the first guy, you know, at this point, we've been there, I don't know, an hour and a half or 2 hours or something. The first guy's like, well, you know, while the second guy, who we'll call the closer, while he's out here, you know, trying to see what he can find out about some information, why don't we go take a tour of the property? And so we go take a tour of the property, and they show us, you know, the concierge desk, and the concierge is so generous. He's like, oh, let me give you these wristbands and our packet here, and this will give you the discounts that you would get if you were actually an owner, because they don't call it like a, I don't know, a timeshare. They're trying to avoid that term. This is like a vacation owner or something is the term they use. And they're like, you get this when you're an owner, but we're going to go ahead and give it to you ahead of time. Like it was some off-the-cuff gesture of goodwill on this guy's part. It's all strategy, chat. Every single thing they do, none of it is left to chance. Oh, yeah, I was going to switch slots for these. All right, where's Mr. Vader guy? And there's only 2 people left. Dang it, I don't know if we're actually going to get to do this strat. So we, you know, and then he goes and shows us the 4-bedroom max suite condo. What the, oh, the launch pad. This is the top of the line one, you know, and it's like, I don't know, what was it? 15,000 points a night if we were to rent this exact one in Nashville, if it's during the off season. So then we walk back, and then the closer guy comes. Well, let's see. No, the closer guy still wasn't ready for whatever it was he was supposedly doing. Instead, you know, the first guy is kind of getting back to the questions of like how many days vacation, and how much in airfare do you spend, and all this nonsense, trying to supposedly figure out the best package or the best number of points. Okay, it's literally me and the medallion / Darth Vader guy, so we're just gonna have to fight him and see what happens. I just don't want to also fight Vader. I want to fight the guy by himself. And let's at least go to zone first. I'm also running out of juice in my car. Where is he? So we're trying to settle on this information, and this whole time, you know, they don't want to give you any pricing until they have kind of all the facts, and you get your first time incentive discount, and you get your, it's a Wednesday or Thursday discount, and you get your, you know, whatever discounts they can claim are special. So he won't tell us anything. Do I have mats? I have a max mats. Okay, good. Okay. And we have a new car over here. Well, let's just go wait for this guy up here. I just need to see where he's coming from. Since there's two of them, it would be good to have advance notice. Oh, there he is. So he finally shows us the MSRP pricing, and it's like, oh, you know, if you get our, what was it, 300,000 point package, and it costs $316 per 1,000 points, and then you basically mortgage that, right? You're financing the whole thing. And then it costs you how many ever dollars per month or blah, blah, blah. You know, it's all this jazz. Okay, this is the perfect opportunity right here. Let's go! That's how you win them, baby! Let's go! Real guy with Darth Vader. Couldn't see me, got shot in the back of the head. That's how you want to win them. Let's go! Chat, if you haven't hit that follow button, make sure you hit it. Appreciate you. Those are cult tactics. Oh yeah, for sure, Andy, for sure. So anyway, so they show us the retail price, and you know, when you're looking at what
Andy Lane sent 10x goat.
Whatever $316 times 300 is, that's a lot of money. Hang on, let me do it over here. Let me do the math. I can't remember the numbers off the top of my head. 316 times 300. Okay, that's $94,800 that they're like, hey, we want, you know, you should just commit to this today. And it breaks down to being, it was like $700 a month plus $150 a month in maintenance fees. Then it's like, you're already going to be spending this money because every time you take a vacation, you're paying for the airfare, you're paying for the hotel, you're paying for blah, 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 blah. And so you're already spending the money, but if you become an owner up front and you just sort of finance the cost, then you get to stay in better resorts and you get to choose from all these places all over the world. And you can, if you don't use all your points, you can use them for the airfare, and you can use them for cruises, and you can use them for blah, blah, blah. And they do a really good job of making it sound very advantageous, you know. And so that was still the MSRP pricing, and they show you, if you don't know the sales tactics that these guys use, they show you they give you the sticker shock. You'll get the same thing if you go buy a car at a dealership. They'll give you the sticker shock, because then when they show you the actual price, you know, it's got all these discounts and it's so much cheaper. And then you're kind of like, man, I couldn't afford $800 or $900 a month, but maybe I can afford $600 a month. Maybe, you know, that's so much better. It's a deal. It's what I should be doing. So finally, you know, we've been here like 3 hours at this point, or 2.5 hours or something. And finally, I just want to see the last guy to see what he saw. Look at all these eliminations he's got. KW. He's looking for me. He's got Vader. He's got the medallion. He's got all the advantage in the world, he thought. Anyway, so the guy comes over and he's like, okay, well, I got two options for you. And he shows us the first one. And the first one, I think, had 200,000 points, which points is sort of just it's like V-Bucks, but less tangible. And V-Bucks aren't that tangible. V-Bucks are only tangible that you can only use them in Fortnite. You can only buy the things they offer during the time they offer them. So he starts getting shot at, and he's like, "Oh crap! I'm gonna box up. I gotta protect." But he's not ready at all, bro. He's like, "What do I do? I don't know why he wasn't healing." He gets sucked into the air, and he's looking around. He's trying to figure out, and he just gets shot in the back. He had no idea what was happening. Oh, that is just cold-hearted. I kind of feel bad, but it's so fun. Oh yeah. So all these, bajillion points they give you, they give you examples of what things cost. And so because we're in Nashville, we're at their Nashville facility. They're like, if you want to stay here in the off season, it's 9,000 points a night for a 1-bedroom. It is like 6,000 for a studio, and it's 12,000 for a 2-bedroom, and it's 15,000 for a 4-bedroom or whatever. And so they're trying to give you an idea of like, okay, if you had 300,000 points and it was only 9,000 points a night, then you could stay all these nights and have extra points. And then if you don't have enough points, you can borrow from next year's points. And if you don't use all your points, you can bank them for 3 years. Like, they've got all of these advantages and good things. And so you start to, it's not an illogical argument if everything they're saying turns out to be the case. And that's the thing that, like, it's the risk of like, is it all true? And generally it's, in anything like that where it sounds too good to be true, you're going to find out it really was too good to be true. But, they are expert, genius level salesmen. And so, they talk to you about all these great benefits. And so then, they showed us this MSRP side, and then they bring us the first deal, and they have 2 pages, but they only ever show you one pricing at a time. So the next one, it was like 200,000 points, and it was, honey, how did they say it? It was like somebody was, they had upgraded their points, and so this original bucket they returned, is now available for us to buy, and because they already paid on it, it's got equity already built in. So instead of us paying the full price for 200,000 points, we only had to pay, I don't know, there was like $20,000 taken off because of the equity that was already included. That's already a strange way to use the term equity and try to convince somebody that we're getting a massive discount because somebody else already paid for it, when these are like fictitious things. When you talk about equity in stocks, or you talk about equity in a home, like, that's tangible. If I own a home and I sell it to somebody, I have the equity because the price rose over time, and I didn't, my mortgage stayed the same, and I paid some of it off. And so the difference between what the house is valued now and how much I have left on my mortgage is the equity that I have. But it doesn't like magically go to the new person when I buy a different home. They have to pay the market price, all that jazz. So it's a weird way, but I try not to, like, we were already like going back and forth over a bajillion different things, and so mincing words too many times just gets to be, I would annoy myself mincing over their words too many times. So anyway, they sent us this new thing, and I don't remember, it was like $450 a month plus $150 a month of maintenance fees. The key thing here too is, like, you pay for it once. So that at that MSRP where I said it was $94,000, you get 300,000 points. As soon as you pay that off, and they structure it over 10 years, when you're done paying it off, you still have those points, and you get to use those 300,000 points every single year. And that way, once it's paid off, like, you do it another 10 or 20 years, and you're effectively vacationing for free, besides this monthly, $150 a month of maintenance fees. And, so if they obviously they structure it that way because it sounds like a good deal. And I'm sure in some cases it works out to be a good deal for the people that end up, signing up. So, you start to think, okay, if I was already going to be spending this same amount of money every year, and instead I'm paying off this loan, still getting to take the vacations, and then after 10 years, I stop paying, and I'm still taking these glorious vacations anywhere in the world, no blackout dates. You just have to make sure and as soon as the dates open up 13 months in advance, then you book it then, and you won't run into any issues with availability. So they've like covered every angle, but the angle that my wife and I couldn't just get over was the fact that we showed up to a concert on Saturday for a concert, and as we're walking through the hallway late to the concert by a few minutes, we get stopped to spin a wheel, and then there's this, oh my gosh, we could win a vacation if we just come and do this 90-minute meeting, this 90-minute presentation. There was no thought in our mind going to that concert, spinning that wheel, that we were going to be committing to spending hundreds of dollars every month for the next 10 years. And that's only, you know, and the price goes up. That was including, like, the first one I think was a $20,000 down payment. And so if we, you know, we wouldn't have to pay that $20,000 if we were approved for the financing, but that just means the payment goes up to what, $1,200 a month? And they've checked your credit, and they have your social security number and all that jazz at that point. Oh, I heard somebody, and I'm not paying attention to my loot very well. And so
Chris sent 5x goat.
That's our perspective. And so, you know, we aren't super impulsive people. We'll make a small impulsive purchase decision, but committing to effectively a mortgage. I just gotta go find out who this is and fight them, because I'm just gonna keep being distracted. Hello. You're a bot anyway. Oh, I like it. Oh, can I have this one? There's another bot. What the? Why am I hitting every shot to the left? Why is he hiding behind a tree? Is he not a bot? Maybe he's not a bot. Oh, he's not a bot. Woohoo! Or he's just a really good at hiding bot. So, you know, we had no perspective on spending any number of hundreds of dollars every month for the next 10 years. You know, we just moved across the country at our own expense. We're trying to save up to buy a house. You know, we got to still figure out what we're doing with my mom, if she's going to move. You know, the whole Medicaid thing is up in the air with the government, blah, blah, blah. So we, you know, for us,
Chris
we
sent 5x, you're awesome.
Aren't just looking. Thank you, Chris. Chris, excuse me. Thanks, Big Sexy. Appreciate the 5 goats for the 5 year awesomes. And so, you know, we're like, well, I mean, it does sound like a good deal. We were feeling like if everything they said was true, you could believe the value that's there. Because we have traveled some amount of time every year, other than like 2020 and maybe a little bit of 2021. But otherwise, you know, we've either taken vacations, a lot of them were road trips, or my wife travels for the work that she does. I travel for my work. I go to TwitchCon. So, you know, there is travel that we'll very likely be doing. And so you could find how you get convinced that it's worth the value. The thing that was a sticking point for us was like, well, what about the uncertain times? You know, I lost my job in 2020 and didn't get a new job until late 2021. That's a long time to burn out the savings that we had. And then, you know, as most of you know, I got laid off. Coda, thank you for the follow. Tom Brady, thank you for the follow. W. I got laid off at my last job back in November. Fortunately, it didn't take long to find a new job, but that's what spurred us to spend, you know, tens of thousands of dollars to move across the country. Again, eating into savings that we had. And so, you know, what happens if you now commit to this very expensive monthly cost and you get laid off? If that happened and we would normally just pay for our vacations at the time we take them, we could make the decision of not taking the vacation or not taking the trip. You know, I don't have to go to TwitchCon if we're in a financial situation where it doesn't make sense. But if you have gotten a loan for $100,000 or $40,000 or $60,000 or whatever it is, you can't just, you know, what does that mean? And so, you know, they say, well, you know, they have these programs where you can defer payments and you know, you can accumulate them for so long and you don't lose your owner equity, blah, blah, blah. I'm not even trying to fight these people. I'm just trying to find Mace Windu. I'm just getting distracted. Oh, don't get stuck. I always get cars stuck. And so this was the primary concern we kept bringing up, was like, what happens? It's a big commitment for us. We weren't planning on making it, and we might end up in a situation where it doesn't make sense for us to pay for these vacations because we're having to find work. We're having to save for family. What if something happens to one of our kids, or one of us gets cancer, you know, whatever happens, it's like there is no, oh, you just, you know, refund it and you get back what you didn't use or anything. They just sort of vaguely mention these programs, and you're just supposed to accept it for what they say. And that's, for us, that's really hard to rely on. You know, one, they don't give you details. All they talk about is the benefits. And so as we kept kind of bringing up these very similar points over and over again, the closer guy, remember, I'm calling him the closer guy because he's the expert on closing. He's the expert on, he will make you convinced that nothing bad could ever happen, and if it ever did, there's a perfect solution that's going to be easy to work around. In fact, at one point he was like, well, you know, you can just have Club Wyndham will sell... Do I have a jetpack? Yeah. Oh, did I see purple? I did. W. He's like, you just let us know. We'll rent out places for you, use your points, and then we pay you for whatever we rent it out for, and we just take a small commission. And so it's like, oh, if that ever happened, I lost my job, we'll just let them rent it all out. We'll make money. Shoot, I won't even have to work again. You know, they have all these answers, but it's still, you know, you have to have that mindset of like, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. And so when we would be in the middle of trying to explain our genuine feelings and not trying to poop on their parade or anything, but just saying like, hey, you know, these are our concerns. This is what's going on in our head. This is how we operate. And the more we tried to explain them, the more the closer, he would interject. And he would be like, well, you know, you're while we're still explaining it, he would say, oh, well, you know, you've always made it work in the past, right? You know, you've always worked it out before. You've never gone homeless. You've never lost your home. You've always worked it out in the past. So you'll just do it again. And, you know, the first couple of times I was just in my mind, I'm just like, okay, this is the normal salesy, convince the person, like, I get it. This is his job. But the more he did it, and especially when they weren't really addressing our concerns, they weren't saying like, that's totally understandable. They weren't empathizing at all. Why is this? Hello? Is there a guy in that bush? I mean, it's boxed up. It feels like there is, but maybe he just went out the back. Finally, after, I don't know if it was like the 4th or the 5th or the 12th or the 3rd, how many ever times, I was like, I just stopped him. I was like, dude, you have got to stop trying to ignore our concerns and tell us some rosy, easy answer when we're telling you our genuine concerns. Like, you think you're helping, but you're actually making me upset about it and making me less and less likely to agree. And his whole demeanor, he has been this sunshine, like smiles and positive vibes, almost make you want to throw up, too positive kind of deal. And then suddenly, like, his demeanor just changed. He just kind of sat there like he was put in a timeout and wasn't going to say that you hurt his feelings. And so, you know, he kind of just endured us explaining our concerns again. And then my wife asked him, she's like, you know, I can't remember how she worded it, but she was like, you know, your demeanor has changed, and, you know, did we upset you? And he's like, no, I'm fine. And, you know, which is a kind of a normal reaction for anybody, even outside of a sales situation. And but his demeanor was totally different. And so now it got to be like a wheeling and dealing situation. And he was like, it was minutes after sort of I interrupted, and my wife thanked me for sort of speaking my mind and how I was feeling. And then suddenly he was like, well, you know, what if we paid for, he was like, what if we pay for your first year's worth of payments? Okay, I actually have the loot now, so I need to go find somebody to fight. He's like, what if we just paid for your first year of payments? And I mean, how is that not enticing to somebody? So in my mind, I was like, oh shoot, that actually, like, you're gonna, like, I don't have to make a payment for a year. Ew, that's a lot harder to resist. Because, you know, one of our concerns was like, we want to get into a house. And if we're suddenly paying several $100s a month, that means we're not rebuilding our savings. We're not, you know, saving up for a down payment. We're just, you know, trying to make sure we do vacations when our real goal, I don't know if that's somebody real or his shot's just good. Hang on, I want to go heal, brother. I'm trying to tell a story. And so it was starting to turn my mind. I was like, ooh, if we don't have to make a payment for a year, that's sounding a lot harder to object to. But then it turns out that then, you know, after I was like, we were like talking for, it wasn't even a full minute later suddenly he was like, well, you know, this just doesn't sound like something you guys want to do, and you know, we should probably just end the conversation now and part ways. And for me, I was a little bit shocked. I was like, wait a second, you just made us an offer. It hasn't even been 60 seconds. And I don't know if he could tell whether or not it was weighing on my mind, the fact that it was becoming too good of a deal to pass up. But he's like, you know, we'll just close up. It was really nice to meet you guys. And I was like, this is so weird. But again, remember what I said earlier, everything is a tactic. Every single thing they do, it's not on a whim. It's there's probably emotions behind it, but it is a strategy. They've planned for pretty much every conceivable scenario. Okay, I was trying to find somebody to fight. Note to self. And so, you know, he like dangles something in front of you, and then less than 60 seconds takes it away and shuts down the conversation, which makes you have that angst of like, wait, this is I'm just about to miss out on this opportunity. And so he walks away, or they have us like decline, you know, and they always, that's a tactic too. It's like you're committing that you're turning down something, and so you have to initial that you're refusing it. And it's a thing that it's just like it is exactly a sales tactic. It makes you feel emotional about it. And so, you know, it was like an awkward kind of moment. And then suddenly, while he's behind the counter 6 or 8 feet away, and the other guy is, I can't remember. Oh, he was the one getting our signature on the decline or whatever. Then the other guy yells over from the counter. He's like, well, what if I paid for your Europe trip next year? And you know what? I'll give you a trip anywhere in the world for a week for both. And suddenly it's like, okay, you know, oh yeah, I totally skipped over the fact they showed us a less expensive deal that only had 126,000 points instead of 200,000 points, and it was going to be $300 a month plus $100, or $350 a month plus $100 in maintenance fees or whatever. And so it was becoming less and less expensive. You were getting less points, but you know, that would at least cover our basic travel or some nonsense. I mean, it was we were there for four and a half hours. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, that's the part. So yeah, so he's yelling over these values of, we'll give you 174,000 points, 150,000 points. Yeah. Yeah. So my wife walked in to give me the details because I'm not doing a very good job reading chat while I'm trying to tell this story. And I'm not doing a very good job of finding people to fight. What the heck? So yeah, he yells over these values. And so remember, he had just said, oh, I'll pay for your payments for the first year. And then he closed the deal down within 60 seconds. He starts to go allegedly close out the deal or whatever. Oh, there's somebody to fight. 2 people to fight. Is this guy in the bush? What the? Who's shooting at who? I'm so confused. Oh, there we go. Oh, he was behind the thing. Okay, that's a bot. I don't want to like focus on trying to do this strategy on a bot because I don't want somebody else to figure it out and plan for it. Okay, 2 bots. There's still 6 other people left. Although this car's about to blow up. Is there another car over here? There is. So he just made this wheeling and dealing offer to pay for a year's worth of payments. He goes behind the counter. We're starting to hit decline or whatever. And then he says, well, what if I throw in 174,000 points so you can go a trip anywhere you want in the world, and 150,000 points so that your wife can do the Europe trip next year that she tries to do every year. And so now it's just sounding like a crazy deal. And he's like, let me put it down on paper. So he brings over a new printout. And in the printout, the year's worth of payments wasn't actually paying for the first 12 months and preventing us from having to pay anything for the first year. Instead, it was a $4,000 discount on the price. And so, you know, it was at like 25,000 that we were going to finance. Then it went down to 21,000, but we still had to make our payments for the first year. That was totally against what he said. He's like, so you don't have to pay anything. I'll cover your first year's payments. And that's not what he's doing. He's just giving a discount so that it's cheaper, but we still make the first payment whenever the first payment is due. So that was obviously a bait and switch kind of situation. Oh, I didn't do it. My shotgun didn't switch to it, man. Still got him, but that wasn't the strat I was trying to do. Man, telling a story really distracts me. So then I was like even more annoyed because don't tell me you're doing one thing when you mean something else. Tell me I will discount the price by the amount of a year's worth of payments. That's straightforward and clear. It's not a bait and switch. And so that was annoying, but then, you know, he was, oh, you'll get a trip anywhere in the world that you want to go. And we're paying for your Europe trip next year.
Dadly Gamer 811.
Dadly Gamer, thank you so much for the raid. W, thank you so much. I'm so sorry. I'm in the midst of trying to tell a story. I'm very distracted. Thank you so much for the raid. I hope you had a great stream. Creepers Games, what's up? Good morning. Hello. It's good to see you. So he did this bait and switch with the whole, we'll pay for your first year's payments. Which he worded will cover your first year's payments. So technically he can say he didn't lie or whatever, but obviously it's a very shiesty kind of thing to do. But, you know, it's got all these things. And so finally, you know, my wife and I were like, well, you know, let's step away and we'll talk about this. Cause like there's so many things, so many benefits they're giving us on top because they can sense that we're not going to say yes, which we've been telling them the whole time. It's like, we don't say yes just because you're wheeling and dealing. So we walk outside and, you know, by this point, we've been there over 4 hours. It's supposed to be 90 minutes. We've been there 4 hours. It's 6:30 p.m. or something. Where's this last guy at? And he doesn't have the medallion. I don't think he has Vader because I feel like I would have seen Vader at some point. He could be at the gas station. Hello? Oh, there he is. Oh, it's not even a real person. Oh, I missed. I was trying to get the perfect shot rather than just getting the win. And we gotta wait 7 seconds. So my wife and I, we go and walk outside. And we just asked for time to talk alone, not within earshot, which was a good idea on my wife's part, because I was like, we could just talk at the table. But she was like, no, I don't want them to overhear us, which was smart. So part we're rehashing kind of their tactics, and then part where... Okay, let's see if we can do this right this time. Oops. Let's go! That's so satisfying. We're talking, you know, we're probably, I don't think we've been there 15 minutes. And then the guy comes out, the first guy, and he's like, hey, you know, I just wanted to let you know if you guys, it was worded in a way that was assumptive that we were going to sign. It's like, hey, I just want to make sure you guys know we need enough time to get you in the system when you sign. And we have to close it down by 7.
Andy Lane sent 20x goat.
Andy Lane, thank you so much for the 20x goat. Dan Time, thank you for the follow. Mr. Tism, thank you for the follow. Giovanni, thank you for the follow. Just the best, thank you for the follow. Love that strat. Isn't it so good, Dadley? Have you seen that? I saw it. Aussie Antics posted a tweet showing Poyo, I think, doing it in in a tournament. And once I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh, I want to do that. It looks so fun. And this season is not my jam, but that looks like fun. Anyway, so I'm annoyed that he came out because obviously, like, we asked for time. And now that he's come up with a reason that he has to come talk to us. And so he walks away, and then my wife and I are chatting some more. And then he comes out again, like less than 10 minutes later, and, you know, says, hey, you know, it's too late to do this deal tonight. Or no, I can't remember how he worded it, but oh, no, that's right. They were using the term no-brainer. He's like, hey, this deal never happens. You know, you're getting this extra $4,000 discount. You're getting this extra around the world trip. You're getting this extra Europe trip. It's a no-brainer. It's the simplest decision anybody could ever make. Implying that you were morons if we don't do it. And it's like, the scale of or the level and the specific tactics have run the whole gamut from being our best friend to being like, I mean, you have got to be a complete moron if you don't take this deal because this deal never happens kind of deal. Oh yeah, and there was this whole segment of like, you have to decide today because we can first of all, they're like, the state of Tennessee, because we're giving you a gift, you have to do it today or we have to raise the price. Some nonsense. And then a different time, the guy with the closer guy didn't mention anything about the state of Tennessee having laws about this. He said, well, we saw 50 people today and tomorrow we're seeing 80 people, and if we let people come back the next day, we'd have to see 130 people, and we just don't have the capacity to do that, blah blah blah. So we can't give you the same price. If you choose a different day to make this, the price goes up a bunch, and then everybody that ever comes back, they regret it, and blah, all this nonsense. And most of them do come back, and they end up purchasing anyway. All the tactics of like trying to convince you that you're literally the only people that ever say no, that don't do it immediately, that miss out on all these fantastic benefits. But anyway, so back to he come out the second time. He's saying it's a no-brainer, which is basically just insulting us. It's like, hey, if you don't make this, you're stupid. You might as well, like you don't make any good decisions in your entire life if you don't choose this obvious decision. But right at this point, it's like 6:55, and so we're just like, you know what? We can't make this decision today. It's just not going to happen. He's like, okay, all right, I'll close you out. And I'd already seen in our email that we got the certificate for the free trip. We got our refund, and so for us, there was literally no reason we had to go back in the building. What's up, Nothing? Hello, welcome in. But he's like, oh, we do this exit interview. Come back in for the exit interview. And at this point, I was just worn down and not wanting to argue about it. Because first he said, we got to get you your certificate, which they had given to us 4 hours earlier. I had already seen it in my email. And so I was like, whatever. So we'll go in and we'll do the stupid exit interview. So they get a different person. So this is now the third or fourth person we've seen. And, hello? Where'd that guy go I just saw? It's this lady who I'd been seeing around, like, obviously we're there way past 5. I presume that's not their strategy. They don't want to be there that late, but they will commit to however long in order to get the answer, get the deal done. Oh, there's somebody. Are you real? I'm just gonna run in and fight this guy. I don't even care. You're not real. Oh, was that Shaq? I think that was Shaq's character. So this other lady who I had seen around, and so I was figuring like we were literally the only non-employees in the building. So I figured she must have been waiting like for, our turn or whatever for us to be done. And so he brings us in, sits us down at a table. She comes over and like her first thing is like, I think my wife apologized for us keeping her so late. She's like, oh, don't worry. I didn't want to see my kid today. Like, what? You guys are trying to get us to pay this crazy amount of money, and one of your employees comes over, even if she intended it to be sarcasm, there was no hiding her emotion of, she was pissed off that she had been waiting multiple hours to be able to close this out, which I'm presuming is required in her job. Her job is that she has to wait until the deal either is signed or declined, and then she has to do this exit interview, blah, blah, blah thing. And it doesn't matter how late it gets. So she was clearly upset. So she asks us these questions. She also has an iPad with her, but she's filling out the questions on a paper. I didn't find a jetpack yet. Crap. Somebody drove a car over, so they're somewhere. Gotta watch out for that. So we give her our honest feedback. Did we answer all of your questions? Well, no. A lot of times when we were, they answered a lot of questions, but there were questions we were answering that they were sort of dismissing and, just expecting us to not care. Oh, wait, I don't want to draw the attention to that thing. Pay attention to views. We gave her honest feedback, and she was like, well, do you see the value? How much value do you rate it? Or there was a bunch of questions. Anyway, then she's like, oh, based on your answers, we get to give you another deal option, which was like, you get to trial it for 2 years, but it still costs you $4,000. But then as long as you do something, as long as you commit to it, that $4,000 goes into your price or whatever. Oh, wait, that thing isn't dead yet. Oh, somebody else is shooting at it. Okay, focus, Fuse. You want a car. That's all you want. You want a car. You need to go find Mace Windu. Oh, Mace Windu's everywhere. Focus. Maybe we try to hit this launch pad. Yeah, that guy's distracted. Oh, he's got Darth Vader. Or he's got somebody he hired anyway. And so it's like we get 400,000 points to use, but it still costs us $4,000 that we're financing. I wasn't really paying attention because I was, we were obviously bothered for a number of reasons already. So what am I dropping here? I'm dropping that. And then suddenly she's like, oh yeah, it's late, so I'm not going to close out your deal tonight. So if you decide to take advantage of this, I can also still offer you the deal that they were going to give you with all the incentives as long as you call us tomorrow morning. And it was like, wait a second, you've been telling us for 4 hours nobody gets a deal if they decide to do it the next day. And now suddenly she can do it the next day. It, again, standard kind of tactic thing. But I mean, at that point, like I said, we were already committed to where we were not going to make a decision. We were not going to commit to spending any money, and we finally left. So after, oh crap, I gotta find a jetpack. This has been 4.5 hours at this point, and like they ran every sales tactic on us. They like the good, the bad. Oh yeah. So my wife asked if she could get a picture of the deal that we were, that was now suddenly going to be available still to us. And she's like, no, I'm sorry, I can't do that. Which I can appreciate that. Like they don't want their pricing leaked or whatever. Yeah. But we had taken the sheet out with us when we walked outside to chat about it, and so we did already have a copy of it. Oh, I forgot. I don't have. I need a jetpack. What? Oh yeah. So she already had pictures of all the stuff, so that we knew what it was, but just a horribly. I mean, I told you at the start that I was worried about it being a salesy thing. I bought cars before. That's always a miserable salesy experience that you kind of endure, and then you make it through, and then you recover. And this was exactly that. It looked a little different for a little while, but it was exactly that. And I've been through it enough times that I recognized all the sales tactics. For people, when you do it your first time, you don't know these things. Obviously, you might, different people can recognize them sooner than other people, obviously. So, not to say that somebody that goes in the first time won't recognize that they're sales tactics, but they try to be buddy with you. They try to give you better deals and offers to help it make it even make more sense to you. Bro, give me a jetpack somewhere. Where's the guy? No jetpack. Why? What's gonna happen is I'm gonna run across somebody who's just camping, and I'm not gonna be ready for it because I'm exceedingly distracted with this story. And it's all strategized. They've been doing this for decades and decades and decades. They're masterful at this. The closer guy exists for a reason. The manager exists for a reason. All of these different parts. They're not by chance. They're not. Oh, I just happened to be here. Oh, I happened over here. Any of this stuff that sounds like they're going above and beyond is literally just standard operating procedure. Okay, I have no idea where my car was. I'm completely turned around. I was in a car, right? Oh yeah, and my wife has 2 timeshares from before we met, But they were trying not to call them timeshares, but then the first guy, the non-closer guy, he slipped up multiple times and called it timeshares, even though he said, dude, we're different than that. We're rebranded. We've changed enough things so that, you know, we want everybody to know it's not timeshares anymore. It's vacation ownership or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Jetpack. No, man, why do you hate me, game? Oh, yeah, I fought this guy. That's where my car is. So, yeah, it was like, oh, gosh, this guy's going to see me, and he's going to want to fight me, and I would die. Oh, Darth Vader. Oh, yeah. You guys totally get distracted by each other. I'm going to get out of here, and I'm going to try and find a jetpack. It was so much, chat. It's so much. And so then once you get out of the situation, you very easily are like, oh, I don't need that. I definitely don't need that. Like, no need. We can just keep paying for our vacations and still have the flexibility that we were talking about the whole time of if something happens, we don't want to be stuck in this massive payment and not, you know, when we should be paying for medical bills or paying, you know, investing in our savings or down payment or, you know, being able to afford food or whatever. Oh, W. Perfect timing. Oops. See, it didn't switch to my other gun. Oops. And I have them in the wrong slot again. Switch slots, please. So yeah, we didn't do it. I'm confident we're not going to do it. Even if, like, I thought about it later and was like, oh, that's a really good deal. They just treated us poorly. Part of their sales tactics to try and get you to commit ends up making you feel like you're a horrible human being. And if you've made me feel like that, why am I going to come back later and agree to buy your thing? Why is that a thing? I need to get that switch down better. It's actually good to practice on the bots, or, you know, because I'm not switching to my shotgun fast enough to be able to track him and shoot him before he's like, I have to turn and start tracking him again. Now who's shooting at me? Is my cooldown done? It is. I thought I heard a zipline. Maybe he's up top of what the... That's the one thing I hate about this season, if you guys haven't heard me complain about this already, is the fact that you can't see where the bullets are coming from. But I feel like I heard the zip line.
Hey! Screw you, Fuse. Screw you, idiot.
Box up, buddy. That's what you need to do. He didn't box up. I don't even know where he went. Maybe he ran? We told him if we didn't invest, it was because of a turn of treatment. Yeah. Just miserable decisions on their part. I don't know where that guy went. I got him cracked, so I thought he would box up, and then that's the perfect time to do the strat, but I think he hid instead, or he ran. Which is not ideal. Now I lost my car. If I could keep track of things, my life would be so much easier. Yeah. They pretended to look at my timeshare info without it. Yeah, that's the thing too. My wife, you know, she was married before. She doesn't have that same name. She doesn't have the same telephone number. So he had literally zero information to be able to try and look up what her timeshare stuff was, because that might lower the price for us, you know. And how is he going to look it up if he doesn't know anything about her? Oh, there's a guy right there. That's a real guy. I don't understand when you're allowed to ascend and when you're not. Because I need to get to a new car. The best strat here, chat, if you guys are going to try this, is you got to get somebody a little weak first. So that they box up and so that you can, you know, do the one shot on them. I don't know exactly where this guy went. He might be in that bush or he might be in the house. And I don't want to get sniped. But there's not another car out here either. Ooh, that's some heals that I want. watch out for people from the island too. And there's a TIE fighter. Yikes! Kyles, what's up? Hello, welcome in. Sorry, chat. Very poor job of reading. I would have said, fine, go see your kid, and would have walked out. Yeah, I mean, I was kind of... There's a point at which you're sort of happy. Oh, God, why am I drawing the attention of the thing that is destined to kill me? He probably has visual indicators on, so I don't want to give him a hint of where I went. And now I need another new jetpack. Dang it. Bro, why are you drawing the attention of it? Holy. That thing is gonna crash. That was not very effective of me. I haven't had to fight somebody else in a jetpack using that before. Oh, my jetpack's totally out. Gotta try and launch pad. Wait, he's got a jetpack. If I could get him. Oh, crap, there's two people here. No, man. Gotta try to hit that launch pad again. Might be the wrong choice. I don't know. We'll find out. Don't snipe me. Don't snipe me. Be nice. Stress. Oh, let's go. Fresh jetpack. Okay, I need heals. Why is this guy all the way over here? How you like the apple, sucker? Seemed pretty tasty to me. Okay, so there's this guy right here. He's go guarding all the heals I need, bro. If I go and try and do the strat on him. Oh, it's somebody else, of course. It's about to be a 5-tick too. Two real people. It's gonna be hard to do this strat with the having no shield. And there's no shield over here. What do you mean? Just more medkits? Oh, this is not good for me. Six seconds before I can do it again. He's going to be fully healed. Ah, curses. The two people, man. Navia, you can play. The servers are online right now. Just load into your lobby, plus player right up, and you'll get right in. I promise. That's how it works for me. They kept saying that folks could always say that it's never going to be a good time to make a big purchase, so it's always better to just do it now. True. Yep. If you guys aren't seeing on the purple app, my wife's giving extra details. Wait, somebody gift my wife? Did I miss that?
Andy Lane sent 15xGG.
I'm so confused. Why is my activity feed not showing me? I'm so confused. The Green Garage, thank you for the follow. Batman, thank you for the follow. Tuck, thank you for the follow. William Shepard, thank you for the follow. Landon, thank you for the follow. Dad the Gamer, thank you for the follow. Andy Lane, thank you for the goats. Dan, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I think I've got it. Andy Lane, thank you for the GGs. I appreciate that. E, thank you for the follow. So very hard to tell a story and not die in game at the same time. How have I been, Fuse? I've been doing very well, Creepers. Oh, you did? Thank you, honey. That's so sweet. Didn't show up in my activity feed. That's weird. Yeah. Right. Right. Yeah, so the last part of my wife's message here was, well, I'll just read the whole thing. They kept saying that folks could always say that it's never going to be a good time to make a big purchase, so it's always better to just do it now. You can understand why they would say that, but my wife had a good response to that, saying, well, folks say that about having kids. It's never a good time to have kids, so just do it now. And she said, and I get that, but there are strong arguments against having kids at 16 years old. So, you know, why wait to do it later? It's never going to be a good time. Just do it now. You're 16. There's obviously people that are older know that it's not a good idea to have kids when you're that young. It affects your life in ways you may not recognize when you're a 16-year-old. Creepers, I've been doing really good. Has it been longer than since I moved to Nashville? I thought you were here since then, but maybe I'm misremembering. 4 years followage, or 4 years, 7 months, 26 days, 3 hours, 33 minutes, and 52 seconds of followage. W. Yeah, Creepers, I was going over the whole story of us going to see a presentation, a 90-minute presentation from Wyndham Club about becoming vacation owners, aka timeshare, you know, investing in a timeshare situation, and it was a heck of an experience. So I just spent the last, I don't even know, it was about 30 minutes, an hour, walking through a bunch of different parts of that. Craziness, crazy. I did win twice. Yeah, that's true, Andy. Can't win them all, but we did get some. We have gotten some clips so far. It's just it's a fun strategy to try for, because a lot of people aren't ready for it. It's a worthwhile clip. Which, if you guys were here on the first day of the season, I was like, not having any ammo, I'm very worried it's going to be not a very clip-worthy season. There's always ways you can try and make clips, and they may or may not be successful. But, like, you know, if you don't feel like it's going to be that exciting, I don't have a good gun to fight this guy, and I feel like he's real based on how he's running at me. I could be wrong. We're just gonna have to go try and get somebody else. Oh, good. Another sniper. And this one does not let you no-scope. Instead, it stabs them with a bayonet, which is not what I remembered. Oh. What? I didn't even get to bayonet him. Yo, chill, bro. Chill. Oh, gosh. I don't have any good guns to fight him with. And he's got a shotgun. And I didn't get that. Nice. Oh, I got another DMR. W. Oh, good. Maybe he's distracted by somebody else? Okay, at least I'm healed. Still don't have a spray weapon. I don't think he knows how to get around. And I'm a little worried this guy's a stream sniper. I could be wrong. How do you like them apples, little Timmy? How do you like them apples? Oh my gosh. Get wrecked, sucker. All you gotta do, chat, is find a way to get around things, get some heals, get a good strategy, carry that one shot shotty. Holy, bumped him so hard. Now I'm just like on edge. I don't know what I've looted. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what I'm trying to do in this game anymore. There's some shockwaves I can pick up in the meantime. Okay, we're trying to find... Oh, I gotta heal. Hee hee. Oh, are the minis up here? Friends, what's up? Welcome in. Navish, hello. It's good to see you. Chat, if you haven't hit that follow button, even that subscribe button, even spam them likes, I would appreciate it. No minis, so we'll use these. I probably could have gotten a little more out of that if I would have taken the white health from these fruits first. Did somebody just come through a tunnel or something? What the heck was that noise? Oh, jeez. What? Yep. No, I did something. I got the pole out. Yeah. Nope, took care of him. You're welcome, honey. Thank you. Love you too. 90% doesn't even cover the 37 texts a day beforehand. Oh, that she had to wait through? Yeah. Okay. Need to get a jetpack, chat. Oh, there is somebody else here. And he's got a lightsaber. Bro. I think he's in the building. No, he's outside. Hello, Pickle. I like the skin, but I don't like your tactics. Oh, we're dead. This is good under here because you can't break these. But there's another person here, which is not good. Bro, why is everybody here right now? I feel like I need something faster shooting. Yeah, there's two people here. The guy in the ship and the guy shooting the guy in the ship. They're like vultures 100%. Oh my god. I'm not gonna let you have that. Okay, he got away, but I'm gonna get to heal. And he's gonna go back to his ship. Guessing that was the ship guy. Man, I got him down to one shot too. That sucks. Okay, I see him. He's over there. I'm not over there, sir. He's trying to make his way back to his ship, I think. If he does that, I gotta get back down to cover underneath. I also don't know how well he knows the tunnels here. I gotta make sure he doesn't sneak around to where he's got a sniper shot on me or something. I don't know about it. I think it might be best for us just to get out of dodge. Dang it, there's supposed to be a car over here. Okay, I see a car over there. We're going to try and see if there's a jetpack in here. We spent way too long fighting that battle. Making my way. No. What's up, mainframe? Good morning. Hello. Yeah, 100% like vultures. You are not wrong. In hindsight, it was kind of an interesting experience. Like, if you want to take if you take the approach of like, what can you learn from life experiences, especially ones that don't have dire consequences? You know, this isn't something that's going to ruin our lives. Obviously, especially since we didn't make the decision to get sucked into deciding right then. Jetpack? No. Why no jetpack, man? Chad, is there anywhere to buy a jetpack, or do you always have to just find them? But you know, so if you can take that perspective, if you do tend to take, let's go. The game loves me. Mace Windu? Oh my gosh, there's even a Mace Windu. Back that way, which is usually a dicey place to go, but we're gonna go there anyway. 2 jetpacks. So you know, with it not being a dire, oh, the medallion dude was right there. What the heck? A dire situation. Then we can. Oh god, is he in a? Oh, he's in a car. Well, he is coming for me, so I can't stop and get Mace Windu. Wait, is he getting Mace Windu? Don't take my Mace Windu, bro. No, he left. Yeah, he's driving around trying to find people. He's in that car over there on the bridge. But yeah, if you can take that perspective of like, you know, what can I learn from this? What kind of experience can I get out of this? Did he leave? Mace, what the crap, bro? Oh, curses. Man. I didn't want to come out of the portal and take my chances to see if this guy was any good or not, because it can be very dicey. Even if you have the medallion, or sorry, if you have his lightsaber to block the shots, it only blocks them for a short period of time, and depending on the weapon that he has, he can wear that out and then get a bunch of shots on you when you assume you're still being protected by the lightsaber. So I didn't want to take that shot, but I didn't expect Mace Windu to disappear on me all of a sudden. Oh, there's a guy right there. I don't have time to fight you, sir. But if you're just a bot, what the? Wait, why is my game itching? Holy hitchy. I do need mats though, so I guess that was good. Good morning, buddy. Good morning. Yeah, mainframe. We went to a timeshare presentation yesterday, and I just spent the last 30 to 60 minutes of telling that story. If you didn't already hear me say that part. So if you're interested in our experience, you should definitely go back and watch the VOD. Especially how distracted it made me while trying to play this video game, going for this specific kind of elimination. Which wholly depends on getting lucky and finding Mace Windu and being able to get the loot from him. Might as well. If refresh that real quick. So yeah, it takes, you know, I take it as it was an experience. It validated a lot of what I already knew about sales tactics. You know, and then I'm curious to like go Google other people's experiences and see, you know, what are the gotchas? What are the things that don't turn out to be true? You know, where I wonder if, you know, when they offered us those equity already included returned package deals, blah blah blah, did that take away some of the benefits that they were telling us before, but then they didn't make clear when they were making this new offer? You know, do you in some fact become a second-class citizen, and do you lose out on some of the supposed benefits that are part of the, you know, if you pay the full price situation? I imagine that that's true. I just don't know the details. Bro, Mace Windu, could you please show up? The whole point of playing this game right now is to get Mace Windu. Never ever do it. That's all I can say. You sat through a few timeshare scams yourself. Have you ever like bought into one or no? You seem like a bot. The problem with fighting you is that it's going to use my health and it's going to bring other people to me. And I don't know what happened to that Zimmy skin. So it's probably not a good idea to fight you. Oh, and there's somebody in a ship, bro. That is by far the, I mean, the two worst parts of the season are in unlimited ammo. Would you stop it, bot? Oh. Yep. No, he didn't have to look at me and I did. Curses. Unlucky. Mainframe, you're on both sides. Let's go. Look, it's been a year since I logged into TikTok. That's wild, Mainframe. That's wild. Yeah, you know I'm not getting a Mainframe. That happens all the time. Almost, but something in my gut told me not to. I ended up doing some research. Was thankful I did not get sucked in. Ah, nice. W. This is the way. Oh, we were going to switch to Darth Jar Jar like 2 hours ago. Rip. I forgot. Look, chat, this is the one you have to get 1.28 million XP to wear. And we did it. And well, you have to get the XP and then you have to buy it. You can't just get the XP. Which one is this? I don't actually remember. I feel like it might be that one. Hang on. He's in the shop. Prove your power. Oh, it's Cis Electropool. Okay. This one? No. This one? Yes. Does it matter if we wear his? I don't know. But I'm choosing to do it. Can you spam hearts on PC? Oh, in TikTok? I'm not sure. I have watched a live on web browser before, but I've never paid attention to whether... I would imagine so, but I'm not sure. That's a good question. I wish I knew the answer. YouTube being a W as always. Live for 2 hours. It's shown me to 161 people. Woo! Good job, YouTube. Thanks for the algorithm. Am I 80? No, I'm about half that, Daniel. You got to get better at your age estimations, my guy. Holy! All right, we got to get some more of these clips. I think everyone uses mobile for TikTok. I mean, they do for the most part. I can Google it real quick. Can you like a TikTok live on PC? How to send likes to the host on live PC? Well, that's somebody's video. How to like it? How to stream from PC? Navigate to the home screen and look for the live. Check your menu bar. What the, bro? Yeah, Google has become so useless because it's all filled with spam, you know, keyword stuff that doesn't actually answer the question you're looking for. You have to go through like 6 pages to maybe find a hint of the answer you're looking for. Chad, I might be fully switching to like using Grok or ChatGPT to get to replace my Googling. Could not quickly find the answer, but if you don't see a heart somewhere that lets you tap multiple times, I'm gonna guess no, mainframe. For whatever reason. That don't like it like that. Alright. Back to the mosses of magicness. Actually, you watched the video on how you can change settings to only show what you're looking for? I think I saved the video. I'll need to find it. Interesting. I wouldn't even thought that was possible. But I don't know everything. So yeah, Chad, that's how we started our Memorial Day weekend, with a 4.5 hour presentation trying to get us to commit to a loan for tens of thousands of dollars. Good times. Evie Jean, what's up? Welcome in. Hello, good morning. Good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is for you. Me either, until IG showed me a video. W. Oh, Nuo, I'm so sorry. I'm just playing solos. I'm a solo grinder out here. I have a much harder time paying attention to chat when I'm playing with other people, so I just do solos. Kaylee, that queen, thank you for following the purple app. W. Thank you so much. That's so nice. And Jai, thank you for following TikTok if I didn't already. Thank you. I wanted to see what happened to that Zimmy looking skin, but sadly we didn't live long enough. That's gotta be a bot. There's no way that guy stands out in the open that long while I'm shooting at him. Hermes 489, thank you for following. Welcome in, W. Appreciate that, legend. Alright, we took the minis, and we got the splashes, and we got the this. Let's go, W. I still need a shotgun. Shotgun's very important, especially if you hit your shots. I looked at my skin, and I'm like, what the heck is this thing? Oh yeah, I literally chose this. And I kind of forgot. Ooh. I do like to have shockwaves when I don't have a jetpack. And now, honestly, I don't generally like the jetpack, but this strat makes the jetpack 100% worthwhile. But you have to get them both. You have to get the jetpack, and you have to get Windu. Lightsaber ability. And carry the lightsaber. It's a lot of requirements, but when you can make it happen, it's very worthwhile indeed. Somebody shooting guns over there, but that does not indicate that they have a Mace Windu. No car there. I gotta not attract the attention of a flying machine. Could you, hello? Can you talk to me? Please give me the loot that I need. How many platforms are you streaming on right now? I am on White Tea, Purple App, and TikTok. Not Gazer, I'm so sorry. I'm just playing solos. I'm not adding people. Okay. You need a better shotgun. They can have a more likely chance of one-shotting somebody, and because that's the most satisfying version. And we need a jetpack still. That is not a jetpack. These are not jetpacks. And I need a car so that I can get around faster to find a jetpack. Not a jetpack. Rude. That's also not a jetpack. Bruh. But at least this can make me go faster. In my endeavors to find a jetpack. Is there a guy right there? Thought I just heard somebody. I don't want them to shoot me. Where, oh where can we find the car? I'm trying to remember where oh, there's a car over there. Okay. Check this for a jetpack real quick. Negative. Dope. Thank you guys for all the follows, guys. Thank you guys, gals, for all the follows. Legendary. Thank you. Thank you. When you're used to driving a car around, you get very nervous when you're just walking. Oh, wait. We were having to fix this problem every single game. Put the right items in the right slots. Is this dude real or not? Is this dude real or not? Oh. I need you to have a jetpack. Oh, he at least has the shotgun I need. Jetpack, jetpack, where are you? I need you in my life now. Nope. Curses. Nielsen, thank you for the follow, welcome in. Hee hee hee. Thank you for the follow, welcome in. Hello, good morning. Good afternoon, good evening. Anybody else see you? Good. What the? Bro, why is the game being this way? There's a guy right there. He looks real. Maybe not. He also didn't have a jetpack, so it doesn't help me. Curses! Is that a jetpack? Anything purple could be a jetpack. It's more shockwaves. Shockwaves are good, but they're not a jetpack. I feel like I'm safest to go look under impenetrable spots. That way, if one of these ships comes after me, I have a greater chance of surviving. Because they hit hot. Oh, is that jetpack? No, it's more shockwaves, bro. I usually love finding shockwaves, but that's not what I'm looking for right now. What's up, Monkey? Hello, welcome in. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Jetpack, anywhere please. Anywhere. Could be floor loot. It could be in a chest. Can't jump up there. Curses! Lewis, what's up? Welcome in. Hello. Laurie, good morning. Hello. Welcome in. How are you? How was your Saturday? Where, for the love of all that's holy, do I find a jetpack? My mission in life. Find a jetpack, get Mace Windu's lightsaber, stay alive. Find your car. I did have a car when I came here, right? You might be wondering why I'm not taking a plane instead. It just draws too much attention and it's harder to land and search chests. You don't sell a jetpack, do you? Oh, you know what? If anybody sold jetpacks, they're probably one of the Mandalorian characters, right? Now that I think about it. Because I think they added 4 Mandalorians somewhere around the map. In different places, you know? Jetpack, jetpack, where are you? There's only 30 people left now. Do comments work in TikTok? Do commands work? No, they do work on YouTube, but on the YT, but they have a long delay oftentimes. So you know, you like type the command and then you assume it didn't work, and then it finally answers you. Why don't you have a jetpack? I don't even know if bots pick up jetpacks actually. Did you know that I need some heals? We could heal our car real quick and fill it up with gas and check inside here for big bots and jetpack. No big bot. Curses. Anything over here useful? He could possibly... Oh, there's a big bot, W. He won't drop me a jetpack, but he can have a big bot. Just for me. It's good evening for you, W. How's your day, Lori? Well, don't make Anakin or Luke or whatever his name is mad. We only have 4 minis, so it's probably worth carrying a squishy. But none of it matters if I cannot find a jetpack, man. It's much less effective. I mean, it's not even really the strat if you don't have the jetpack. You can pull people towards you, but if you're not pulling them up to the air and disorienting them, then it is not going to be what you're looking for. Where... Just under the stairs? Are there just not jetpacks, or is everybody else taking one? And therefore the ones that they're finding are not left behind for me to find. There's a medallion kid down here. I gotta go check places that have a lot of chests, so I guess Lone Wolf? Chests and floor loot. Lane, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Hello. Appreciate the follow on the TikTok W. Charlie O. Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are you? Problem with going over here is that a lot of times there's just people here. And so they hear me coming. I could be frantically running around trying to find chests and a jetpack. And then they could one-pump me because I'm not paying attention. I'm not ready for them. Shockwaves everywhere. Jetpacks nowhere. Unlooted chests nowhere. We were having such good luck. I felt like it was pretty much every game in a row for a little bit there that we were finding the loot at least, and then we won 2 of them. Maybe brutal box cards. That's where we found one last game. We go that way. There's only 12 people left. It's gonna take me like 87 games to get a bunch of clips because of how hard it is to get the combination of items that we need. He's full tough, man. Chad, did we decide if there's anybody that sells one? I asked the question, but then I don't know if I paid attention if somebody answered. W lane indeed. How's my evening? It's going pretty well, Laura. We're just screwing around, trying to get some clips with a specific strat using the jetpack. Mainframe with a gifted sub to Charlie O. Welcome back to the Fusconed, Charlie O. Hello. Enjoy custom badge, custom emotes, and for viewing. Thanks so much. Mainframe, let's go. It was on an empty train car the whole time. All right, now we can go find somebody to fight, and hopefully do it well. Going right after the medallion guy could be dicey. If this guy's good with the medallion, it might be a mistake. Is everything in the right slots? I think it is. Remember, I gotta try and weaken him first, force him to box up from that. And then go for the strategy. He's gotta be up here somewhere. Are you my sunshine? Oh, there he is. There's somebody. I didn't hit him at all, which doesn't help us. Oh, he's got a sniper too. Our window is not shot out. Oh, he's in a car. What's the plan? Are you just gonna run away? That is no fun, bro. If you're in a car running away, it cannot do the strat on you, at least not from this distance. And I certainly can't shoot you with a one-pump shotgun while you're in the car, even if I can force pull the car toward me. He's going over this direction. Is he just gonna be one of these car dudes? Because if he is, this is not the guy I should be chasing down. Oh boy, there's somebody here. A couple people here. The trees also make this hard because you can't see very well. Oh look, another jetpack when I don't need one now because I already found one. Because that guy's in a car, it's making me a little... Oh, another one! Okay, maybe we leave this guy for a minute. We go fight whoever these other shots are from. Because I don't want to get third-partied, and I don't want to be double-teamed. Sounds like they're fighting up at the... Oh, yeah. I missed. Now I have to wait before I can use it again. And there's two people. This is the dicey situation too. Oops. I'm not trying to fly right now. I feel like this guy might know the strat. Oh, he's got to be so mad. I hit him so much coming down. Dang it. He was too ready to fight. I was hoping he was going to heal more and I could pull him out of his box, but he was too busy to push me because he knew I was weak as well. Curses! Had to try for it. GG's, thank you, Scarlet. I appreciate that. I'm also going to hide screen just to be safe here. You know, a little careful. A little careful out here when you're trying to do the strat too many times, because if people know your exact strategy, they could try to grief you. So we're going to be careful here. Just to be safe, you know, just to be safe. It's a fun strat to try though, Chad. If you're struggling to have fun in this season, I say go for it. What do you got going on in Memorial Day weekend, Mainframe, by the way? And anybody else, for that matter. I think I'm going to restart the TikTok live. I think we've fallen out of the algorithm quite some time ago. All right, TikTok, if you're there, I'll be right back. Oh, what? This one, and this one. Go back here, we go live. We say Fortnite, then we say go live. Then we copy. Go back here, we paste. Then we say upload, we hit this. Then we hit this, then we hit this, then we say that. Then we go back over here and we say that. Yes, sir, here we go. Lori Primer, welcome back. Or Primer, excuse me, Primer. Yeah, you got any plans either this weekend, Killer Kyles? Bamba Dragon, good morning, hello, welcome in. Or good afternoon, or good evening, or good night, as the case may be. Oh, that's the other thing I tried. So, earlier I was talking about how I didn't go live right away this morning, and I was going to wait. That way more people could be awake and such. One of the things I went and did was I got a propane tank, because when we moved, you're not supposed to transport propane tanks, or at least not in, like, you can't have somebody else ship them. in the moving truck that we used. So I had to get a new one. I got a new one. I got home, and then I found we've had this barbecue for over 10 years, and it has gone through some war. A lot of the components where the flame comes from are rusted, and so they've actually broken. So now I have a propane tank, but what I don't have why is that lady impossible to hit? Because of this DC-15. But now I need to get replacement components for the barbecue in order to use it. So I've never done that before. I don't know if they're universal, if they're specific to the model, but I got to figure out the deets and make it happen. Otherwise, what are we gonna use a propane tank for? Not really thought about it. Not really thought about taking my Jeep to the bog. Nice, W. How do you post a video whilst streaming? I don't know. I guess you'd have somebody else do it. Big Nate, as far as I know. I mean, if you like, I'm streaming from a desktop, so if I was trying to post a video while I was live, I could just do it from my phone, since it's not the part that's controlling the stream. But I would imagine even if you were trying to do both on PC, on the desktop, you could somebody else nearby. Okay, right there. We'd have two DC-15s. Oh boy. And I don't have a shotgun. What is my non-luck here? Oh, who's he shooting at? He's not shooting at me. You have a shotgun for me, thank you. That's so nice. I want the mats. Did I already run through the mats? So maybe I did. Alright, back to looting. Definitely don't need two of these guns I'm not a fan of which I am not a fan. But is your action time sucked? Well, I think they were all bots. So I wouldn't be thinking too hard about the reaction time. Oh yeah, F11D is better. But what I'm looking for is Mace Windu, who's right here, and a jetpack. And a car. And I don't even have shockwaves. Leaving here without shockwaves is a bad idea, but I don't want Mace Windu to disappear. Because he's sometimes hard to find. So we gotta go for it. Even though there's a dude. We just gotta go for it, chat. Might not be a good idea, but here we are. Here we are! What are my plans for the weekend? Well, I was planning on barbecuing, but now I gotta work that out. Get your model number and order some parts. Well, we've had it for so long, I wonder if like parts are that easily available. Yeah, that was a bot as well. Ooh, but he had the shotgun. I prefer W for this strat anyway. Being out in the open sounds so scary because these ships are gonna show up when I'm not ready. Bro, the medallion dude's already close to me. What the heck, bro? I think I liked it better when nobody was getting the medallion. You can always buy universal as long as you have some skill and can navigate without instructions. Yeah, as long as I'm confident they'll fit, I'll buy whatever. I don't feel like it has to be the OEM parts. Okay, we're trying to find a jetpack. I guess I can go back in here and look because I don't think anybody else was here. When I didn't clear this out, I just went to go get Mace Windu. So if I'm looking for a lot of chests to try and find a jetpack, I might as well check these first. yeah, I just want to make sure that whatever I order, whether it's OEM or whether it's Universal or whatever, that they're going to fit. Because, you know, it's Memorial Day weekend. What do you do on Memorial Day weekend? You barbecue. I don't want to barbecue, but I can't barbecue if I don't have the parts. So I figured that out. What's up, Schmick? Good morning, my guy. Schmick, you barbecuing this weekend? Are you a big barbecuer? I would assume you are. Alfie, thank you for the follow. Welcome in, W. Wait, still looking for chests. Pay attention, Fuse. Gotta find a jetpack in order to do this strat. Jetpack. Ooh, rare jetpack rare chest with a jetpack. No, man, it's got an ambam. I mean, I can take that for now. The ambam is nice. It does do one shot if you get a headshot, but boy, is it glitchy. You like go to ADS and then you have to wait for like the scope to open. It's so awkward. So if you're trying to do a quick scope, that doesn't really exist in this. I want that, but that means I have to drop this, which means I have to drop this. Because I need a fast firing weapon, more than I need a headshot sniper. Dang it. And most importantly, I need a jetpack. What the? Oh, it's down. I was like, where's this chest? I heard it. I know it exists. Did way too many ribs a week ago, so my wife and I ate most of that last week. Oh, so no barbecuing? Not gonna make any steak or burgers or nothing? But it's tradition. More shockwaves. Not what I'm looking for. Let's get to every chest. Bro, am I stuck? Hello? Let me in. Darth Jar Jar definitely likes to get stuck places. Did I just go? I did just go in there, right? And I've been over this way. This way I haven't been. You can do burgers on Monday? Nice. Big Nate, that's awesome. I love doing it. Did my buddy's 4th of July food 2 years in a row one year. Did over 100 pounds of meat. Sheesh, 100 pounds of meat. That is a wild amount of meat. I'm going to assume there was quite a few people there. Barbecue just sounds so good. Alright, I feel like trying to find the last couple of chests here is not as worthwhile as trying to go find another place that has more chests. Okay, but there's one right here. Hang on. Maybe we get lucky with this one. Did 5 pounds of fried chicken breast last night. I'm really struggling to cook for only 2 people now. None of your kids are at home? I thought you still had kids in high school. I'm like, well, clearly I'm mistaken. Or for whatever reason, they're not going to be home this weekend. I don't know how long you've been here, if you were looking for a bit, but the strat we're trying to do is get a jetpack, get the force pull lightsaber, and then tag people enough to where they box up, then use the jetpack to go above them, force pull them into the air, and then one pump them. There's a bunch of bots. I need a jetpack. I've had luck at Brutal Boxcar every time, so I think we gotta go there. The problem is it takes so long to find all the necessary ingredients that you're basically, down to the last 10, 15 players or less by the time you have the loot to try and do the strat. But at least it's fun, because there's a lot of other things about this season that are not any fun. Come on, Brutal, don't fail me. You also have to make sure you hit your shots, because this shotgun, if you miss your shot, yikes. Especially if you're fighting a good player. And you want to make sure that they don't know where you're flying at, because, just because you pull them in the air doesn't mean they're not going to try to one-pump you. I don't know if this guy's real or not. Oh. Yikes! Wait, how many people are here? Was that other guy real? His movement. Oh, he's got a jetpack. He brought me one. Thank you, sir. Now we have, see, brutal is good luck. I don't know about that second guy, but that first guy definitely seemed real to me. With his skin, with the loadout he was carrying, the way he ran. Unlucky, sir. I'm so sorry. But thank you for contributing to the cause. Just one. She never eats her, though. Ah, well, there you go. Makes sense. At least I wasn't completely wrong. You still do have one in high school. I thought that was the case. All right. Always dicey to go right for the medallion guy because generally, if you're gonna, you know, if you're gonna run into real people, especially sweaty people, you're gonna have a good chance if it's a medallion Timmy. But it could still work. All we have to do is get some tags on him first. Make him box up. Don't let him snipe us. Well, that didn't work. Did he get out? Was he in the cone? I'm confused. Oh, he did get out. You gotta watch out. Oh, I don't want to be fought by 3 people. Bro's using the tree as cover. And scarily enough, there's a... Oh, I'm definitely dead here now. That wasn't so weak. I need this bot to distract him. The other guy's gonna find me though. I knew it! Hopefully they're both distracted. 4 for 4. Please, I beg. I knew that stupid plane was going to be the death of me. Or really bad luck for me. Maybe I go to the island? Because I don't have heals. One more year, then she gets the boot too. Two islands, our best chance, I think. Definitely barrels up there, unless somebody else is already... What the hell? Oh gosh, for the love of all that's holy. I wanted to deploy my glider. I don't want to wake this guy up. I don't want to wake this guy up. I don't want to wake this guy up. Hopefully nobody's in the bush. Barrels, please. No make it, no big pots, just minis and barrels, huh? Is that what we're resorting to over here? Come on, just one big pot, that's all I ask. Just one little big pot, this will be fine. 4 for 4, please. Do you want to get anything with the follow? Mason, think with the follow. Alfie B, think with the follow. We'll switch this one up. I feel like these were hitting pretty hard earlier. Did we get all the barrels yet? I feel like we went all the way around the circle. I can't remember if there's any actually on the island, but if I get too close, he's going to wake up and then it's going to be wraps. See? Oh, there are 2 barrels right there. Alright, I'm out of here. I'm out. I'm sorry for making your life difficult. I gotta land away from those guys and I gotta find a car. I'm not sure if that's gonna happen, but that's what we gotta try and do. There's only 8 people left. Is there a car in here? There is. I didn't see barrels in there. I might have missed some, but it is what it is. Definitely a shotgun you want to peek with and not 50-50. True. No matter what, don't give up. There are lots of people that make low-level and high-level insults. What are you saying, my friend? This feels like one of those comments that people just randomly say and not something that's based on the conversation. So if it's based on the conversation, I'm sorry, I missed the connection. Alright, what's our mat situation? Abysmal. Abysmal. And I don't know where anybody is. And we don't have full heals. And all we have for heals that we're carrying is minis. Not the ideal situation to be trying this in. But we do it nonetheless. This guy's trying to sneak up. You're supposed to box up, brother. That's not what I meant to do! Oh my word. Wait, I didn't get the barrel. He's only got 100. I should use the minis first. A little bit of panicking there, chat. I was trying to shoot him with my shotgun and I hit the wrong keybind. I ended up force pulling him when I thought I had canceled it, but apparently not. I think there's still people fighting here. We do still have some jetpack left. Okay, let's rotate the zone. The medallion guy is still the primary guy we got to worry about. Isai, thank you for the follow. Ibrahim, thank you for the follow. Do I play controller? Nope, I'm keyboard and mouse. I haven't played controller since mid-2019 when I started streaming. We're going to try to go to the backside here. See if we can catch this guy off guard. There's still a lot of people alive for trying to out in the air just float and force pull and one-shot somebody. So even if we try to do it, even if we get it, it could result in our death. But that's okay. If we can get the clip, it's all about the clip. This guy's going to be on this side of the mountain here. Yep. There's got to be 2 in there, so that's dicey. Oh, they're both boxed up in zone too. Bro, are we playing a tournament? Are we in ranked? What the heck is happening here? I think they're both shooting at me. You realize we're in pubs, bro. Why you try so hard? Why is my build not building where I'm trying to build? Bruh. There's 3 people over there. Nice. Or there was 4 and now there's 3? Or was there 3 and now there's 2? Okay, there's definitely only 3 total. Can't be more than that. There's not enough players left. Got a little bit of health. I can make it over here some. What the? Yo, are you gonna not turn that way at all? You're just gonna go the wrong direction? And there's a guy behind me. What the heck? We didn't solve our map problem, did we? Oh, we did. Nice. Good job, Fuse. Ooh. What the? Hello? I don't know if that guy's real or... He seems like he's a bot, the way he's just running out of fight without building, or... I could be wrong. That's a bot for sure. These guys all know where the zone's going? Oh no, it's going over here more. Two people closer to you, but yeah, shoot at me. I don't think I can fly over there far enough. The way these guys are playing, I'm confident they have visual audio on. So that's going to make it even hard for me. And they get zone. Nice. You guys fight for a second. I need my cooldown to stop. Nope. Oops. I don't know where the other guy went. No, I'm stuck. And I screwed that up. Ah, curses! I was trying to hold block and force pull him. No, man. Pooped on the other dude, but that one did not work out in our favor. Ricky's OP. What's up, DDs? You like how I got height there, chat? Though that was pretty nice. For me being me, that was pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie. I did run out of mats though. Curses. Never delete anything. Not even one time. RTL Merc, thank you for the GGs. Garnacho. I'm so sorry I'm not gifting skins. I'm unlucky. So sorry. NTGG, thank you, Ricky. I appreciate that. How was your weekend? Cheptel, I'm not sure what you're trying to say. I'm not even sure if that's a language. But if you speak it in English, I will respond to you. Gaming and Carsick, thank you for the follow, or thank you for the GGs. Simon, thank you for the follow. Gary Barry, thank you for the follow. Mini Bike Too Fast, thank you for the follow. La Boom Boom, thank you for the follow. Asai, thank you for the follow. Sheesh. Hope you've been well. I have, Ricky. Yeah, I'm chilling. Oh, shoot. I was trying to look at the end game. Not look at the start of the game. What the heck? Oh, this squirt guy. Oh, no. We got the squirt guy. No. Squirt guy got me. Dang it. That was the guy I didn't want to win. Maxi Can is the guy we eliminated. The fact that I didn't end up, like, fighting on the side of the mountain is, like, my kryptonite, first of all. So the jetpack definitely helped here. I'm still screwing up somehow the like key sequence when I'm trying to use the lightsaber to block. You can't use it for very long, but if you use it at the right time. So being here is miserable for me because I got the storm coming at me. I was lucky the other guy started shooting at this guy too. So that gave me an opportunity to go around and get up here. And I pulled him off. I was hoping he was going to take more damage. 62 was not enough. But the fact that I tracked him well enough to get that shot on, I'm pretty proud of. So we went up a little bit higher. I was conscious of the fact that I didn't have a ton of mats and that the storm was moving. It was unfortunate that I didn't have enough juice left to be able to force pull him up, or the cooldown hadn't finished. This guy's so weak. You're telling me he had 30 HP? No, man. Oh, that's the worst. He probably did get some heals over here, I'm guessing. I was hoping this was going to blow him up. It didn't. But that guy had 20 HP and I just couldn't get the shot. Curses. And then his ping was better than mine. I was trying to force pull him there, which didn't work. And then, as we all saw here, we'll look at his perspective. He's probably mad his shot didn't do more there, but he doesn't screw up his edits the way that I screw up mine. Bro thought he was going to show me his crowns. He doesn't know how fast I can get out of a game. What the heck? That was definitely a dang moment. For real, RTL Merc. For real. All right, Chad, I'm going to call it there. It's 12:40. I got to go to Costco. I got to figure out this barbecue situation because I don't even think I can get something delivered. I literally have to find something in town because there's no deliveries tomorrow on a Sunday and there's no deliveries on Monday, a holiday. So we're going to have to call it there. Dadgummit. It wasn't for you meddling kids. But yeah, I want a barbecue, so we got to fix the barbecue. I appreciate y'all hanging out today. That was the legendary. If you guys haven't hit that follow button yet, if you haven't hit the subscribe button, if you haven't spamming likes, I would appreciate it. And I'll be back on Monday for Memorial Day. But yeah, I gotta get my barbecue worked out, man. I'm gonna barbecue some food, man. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you. We'll be back on Monday. Have a good Memorial Day weekend if I don't see you. Bye.